Hi there, please take a seat. How are you today? Great. So my name's Marina and I'm a nutritionist here at Holistic Health. Today I'd like to take a few moments to talk to you about your diet and nutrition, so finding out a little bit more about you, and then we can work together to put a plan of any improvements you want to make, but there's absolutely no pressure. How does that sound? Great. So could I just start by taking your first name, please? Thank you. And your last name? And could you give me your date of birth, please? Perfect, thank you. Could I also take a contact number, please? Fantastic. And an email address? Okay, thank you. I'm just going to start off looking kind of at your health status. So if you don't mind telling me, what is your weight? And how about your height? Okay, great. And what would you say that your fitness or nutrition goals are? Okay, so becoming more active, improving health, sure, and personal development. Absolutely. Now, can you tell me, do you have any allergies? And if you do, could you tell me a bit more about them? Okay, sure. And are you taking any medications? And that also, just to let you know, includes vitamins and supplements. Okay, yeah. Fantastic. And then, could you tell me, do you smoke? Okay. Do you drink alcohol? And if so, how much per week would you say? Are you a vegetarian? Okay. And do you drink caffeinated beverages? And how often would you say that is? Okay. Do you drink energy drinks? And if so, how often? Okay. And do you go to the gym? And how often do you go to the gym, and what kind of exercises do you do there? Okay. And do you play any sports? And how would you say that you deal with any stress you have in your life? Thank you for that. And how many hours do you normally sleep at night? Okay. That's great. Thank you very much. Could you tell me what is a typical breakfast for you? lots of greens on a daily basis. And in the past 3 years, how many courses of antibiotics have you been on? On average, how many fruit juices or fizzy drinks do you have a week? Okay. And how many teaspoons of sugar do you have in your tea or coffee? Sure. And what do you snack on during the day? And how often do you make eating decisions that you regret? Okay. And around what time in the evening do you stop eating? Thank you. And on average, how many litres of water do you drink a day, or cups if that's easier for you as measurements? And can you tell me, are you willing to change your habits? And what are your expectations from this session? Okay, thank you for answering all those questions. So now I want to move on to talk to you about nutrition in general. Tell me, have you ever heard about My Plate or Healthy Plate by any chance? No? Okay, no worries. I'm just going to show you this image here. So this is a plate that typically represents a healthy meal. So this is kind of where we want to get to with our nutrition. And as you told me that you kind of want to eat more healthily, this is kind of something that can help us create some goals around this. So they're more specific and we can achieve them, because when we have specific things we need to achieve, it's easier to achieve our goals than making them very vague. Okay, so as you can see here, a healthy meal will have food from all 4 food groups. So that's fruit, grains, vegetable and protein. So here you can see there's a quarter starch. So on the image there's rice, and then a quarter protein. So here we've got some grilled chicken, and then half of the plate will be with vegetables. So we've got broccoli, cucumber and tomatoes here. But that's just an example, the things you could have. So you could include fruits such as apples, oranges and banana. For grains you could have rice, bread, pasta. Vegetable, lettuce, carrots, broccoli. Protein, meats, fish, tofu, beans. So the key is that the vegetable section is bigger than all the others. So when you're having a meal, there should always be more vegetables on your plate, more than anything else. And proportionally it should look like this plate here. So equal grains and proteins with more vegetables. Yeah? So based on this, I'd really like to help you set 1 or 2 goals to help you eat more healthily. So based on this plate that you've seen, what are kind of 1 or 2 nutrition goals that you'd like to set? Yeah? So your plate typically doesn't look like that. Okay, so sometimes no vegetables, yeah, I know. I know it's not always easy to incorporate vegetables if that's not something you're a fan of. But maybe we can put that down as a goal as well. So eating more vegetables, I'll just write that down for you. And since you're not too much of a fan of vegetables, I think it's important that we think about something that's workable for you. Because if I just tell you a blanket case, eat more vegetables, you're not necessarily going to do it unless there's something that motivates you. So can you think of any sort of vegetables that you do like? So we can say, oh, yeah, sure. Right, so eat more cucumbers and carrots. Okay, we can write that. That's not a problem. So at least you have sort of something to look forward to within this goal. And of course, explore different vegetables if you're not too familiar with them and there's some you don't like. Just feel free to have a look in the supermarket. There's some really great recipes you can explore. I mean, actually, Instagram is actually a really good place to find inspiration for recipes and things like that. So have a look if there's something that inspires you and feel free to try it. But you can focus on those 2 vegetables and then go from there. Yeah? Okay. Fantastic. And then is there anything else? Another goal that you think you'd want? Okay, so your plate is usually a lot bigger than this. Okay, not to worry. How about potentially eating smaller portions? Yeah, so I'll put that here. And then I need it to be sort of specific to you. So could you tell me, like, typically what does your plate look like? Okay, so half the plate would be the starch. Okay, so how about we say a quarter of the plate will be starch, like this one? Yeah, okay, so you have a quarter plate of starch. Yeah, I think that's really good. Okay, so let's put that down as your goals. I think that's really important that we've made them specific to you, and of course we can change them throughout our time together. So I think let's try with these 2 goals for a week and see how you get on, and we can see how things are going, if we need to change anything. But I really hope that this will help you set you on the right path. And trust me, it's not easy, so I totally appreciate it. And I think you should be so proud of yourself coming on this journey today and starting this, because a lot of people, they want to improve their nutrition, but they don't take that first step, and you have, so you should be really proud of yourself. Yeah? Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you so much. So we'll have the appointment this time next week to see how you're getting along. And if you have any questions in the meantime, please feel free to email me or you can give me a ring. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.